They stand in silence. Empty towers, perfect roads, entire cities, built not for people, but for power. Somewhere in the vast, arid deserts of China, skyscrapers stretch toward a sky no one looks at. Streetlights glow all night, casting long shadows over asphalt that has never known the tread of a human foot, let alone the rumble of traffic. In Angola, entire districts of luxury apartments shimmer in the heat, never sold, never lived in, their windows reflecting only the vacant landscape. From the vast plains of Central Asia to the sun-baked edges of the Middle East, these ghost cities have become the quiet, haunting monuments of ambition. They are places born from a potent cocktail of hope, greed, or the gnawing fear of falling behind in the relentless march of global progress. When the world first caught glimpses of these places, the images felt surreal, almost dystopian. Vast, sprawling skylines, meticulously planned and executed, yet utterly devoid of human presence. The only sound was often the wind whispering through empty corridors, a stark contrast to the bustling metropolises we associate with civilization. Commentators were quick to label them mistakes, glaring symbols of economic failure, or perhaps the ultimate folly of unchecked development. But the truth, as it often is far more intricate, far more unsettling than a simple miscalculation. These cities were not just accidents of planning or miscalculations of the market. They were strategies, they were investments, they were messages, broadcast silently to the world, intended to convey something profound about the nations that built them. Economists will tell you they were built to showcase growth, to serve as undeniable proof that nations were rising, that their economies were unstoppable forces on the global stage. Governments, eager to project an image of strength, prosperity, and modernity, poured immense resources into these colossal projects. They were tangible symbols of progress, designed to impress both domestic and international audiences, often tied to ambitious 5-year plans or national development goals. Investors, always seeking a safe harbor for their capital, saw concrete and steel as a tangible place to park their wealth, a physical bank account for fortunes that needed to be secured away from volatile markets or political instability. The sheer scale of these developments offered a seemingly secure, if illiquid, asset. And developers, driven by an insatiable urge to build, kept laying bricks and pouring foundations, even when the demand for actual homes was nowhere to be found, often fueled by easy credit or government directives. In some cases, these empty towers became literal storage for wealth, a kind of physical vault where billionaires and corporations could hide their assets from prying eyes, from taxation, or from the fluctuations of traditional financial markets. The value was in the property itself, not necessarily in its occupancy. Others were built with a more ominous purpose: backup capitals, ready to house governments and essential services should disaster strike, whether natural catastrophe or geopolitical upheaval. These were contingency plans etched in stone and glass, silent assurances of continuity in the face of the unthinkable. A former construction planner in Inner Mongolia once uttered words that echo through every desolate street, every vacant apartment, every unlit office block. We didn't build cities for people. We built them for the idea of people. His words are a chilling indictment, a profound reflection on the human condition and the often abstract nature of national ambition. Because in a way, these ghost cities are not merely failures of architecture or economics. They are reflections of us. They embody humanity's eternal, almost primal urge to build, to create, to leave a mark, even when there's no one watching, no one to witness the grand design. They speak to a deep-seated need for validation, a desire to manifest power and potential in physical form, regardless of immediate utility. And sometimes, just sometimes, that silence doesn't last forever. Years later, against all odds, life begins to stir. People move in, hesitantly at first, drawn by new opportunities or more affordable living. Then with growing confidence as infrastructure slowly catches up to the initial vision, children's laughter might finally echo in plazas once meant for no one. A ghost city can, indeed, wake up, slowly, awkwardly, like a giant remembering what it was always meant to be. These instances are often driven by shifts in economic policy, new industrial development, or a natural expansion of nearby population centers. But these instances are rare, fleeting exceptions to the rule. Most never do. The dust continues to gather, the signs fade, and the grand buildings become tombs of intention, silent testaments to aspirations unfulfilled. They stand as stark proof that even the mightiest economies, with all their power and resources, can chase illusions, investing billions into futures that remain stubbornly out of reach. We like to believe that cities are alive because of us, because of the vibrant tapestry of human lives woven within their streets, the daily rhythms of work and play, commerce and community. But perhaps their true vitality, their profound aliveness, comes from what they reveal about us. Our deep-seated desire to be seen, our gnawing fear of being forgotten, our unwavering faith that progress in its relentless march can somehow fill the emptiness inside us. These empty metropolises are not just architectural curiosities. They are psychological landscapes, mirroring our collective hopes and anxieties. In the end, the ghost cities of power serve as a stark, silent reminder that not every empire collapses in ruin. Some just never get inhabited. And as night falls over another empty skyline, the question lingers, hanging heavy in the air. Were these cities built for a future that never came, or for a world that never really existed outside the minds of those who conceived them?